All right. Welcome to We Are Something Else, episode 190. This is take a quick hold on.
We are something else.
Let's absorb that. Episode 190, the official countdown to 200. The official countdown to 200. And we are here. It's your boy Kaleo. There's CB. There's E-Rich. We are something else. Fellas, come on off mute. It's Thursday. Happened pretty fast. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Regular. I see Takeover Trina. I see Anissa. Good to see you. I see Dimitri. I see Sue, Kimberly, Mystique. Okay. Who else we got in that chat? CB, just in case I miss anybody. If I miss, there's DD. Good to see you, bro. I'm glad everybody can stop through just for a few. We won't be here too long tonight. Fellas, how's your week going?
My week is going great now because it is my weekend. And we're basically starting it off with the homies, man. So it doesn't get better than that.
He said I might be chill tonight. No top button. You're right. And I went back to the headband. I haven't rocked the headband in a while. A little throwback energy. E-Rich, what's good with you, bro?
Man, look, work has been definitely kicking ass recently. But both of you guys know the reason why. But we here. It's Thursday. I'm just excited to show some shoes because, damn it, I took some L's today.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this catastrophe. Real quick, let me talk about my week. My week is good. Today is my Friday as well. We won't let the cat out the bag, but I am on assignment tomorrow. So any shows I'm affiliated with, We Are Something Else presents the abstract that normally comes on noon Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. We'll be hosted by our brother R Money tomorrow. He's going to take over. He's going to run the abstract for me tomorrow while I am on assignment. Now, if you want to know what assignment I'll be on, just pay attention to my social media, and you'll get a nice glimpse of the assignment that's going to be going down tomorrow. But let's talk about today. Today was the day. Kendall, welcome in.
Yo.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about today. Today was the day. Carter, I don't know. I think Carter took L too. Was one of the weeks we had been anticipating for the drop. The KD4 Galaxies were today. And I was, for the first time, I was trying to navigate two ships at the same time. I had the sneakers app in one hand, and then I had DTLR on the computer. Well, when DTLR went live, the site went live, right? It was like 3 different sizes already sold out. And of course, they were all my size that I could have possibly worn, 11 and a half, 12, 12 and a half. And it wouldn't let me put the 13 in the cart.
Just in case anyone copped one of those and is looking out for Kaleo. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm saying it wouldn't even let me put the 13 in the cart. So I'm on the sneakers app. I'm able to quote unquote get my bid, and it gives you that waiting screen of removing bots. Yeah, right. I can tell you anything for 2 minutes and make you believe it while they're removing the bots. I'm gonna get my hands on these shoes. Nah, after that removing the bot screen left, it says you did not get them. Yeah, sad day. And then of course, so I was like, you know what? I want these were on my list for the year. Go straight to StockX because this is what I'm gonna do. I was like, all right, I already know what I'm willing to pay on upcharge for the resale price. What I'm gonna do because they were $130, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I already knew how high I was gonna go on the resale. Got there, boom, right in my real house. I knew where I was gonna go. I put in 4 easy payments of $65, right? Just to see if I want to go that route. So I just paying it all at once. And as I was putting the shoe in the cart, the price went up and it kicked me out the cart. It would not let me buy for the current price at that point. It was the upsell charge.
Someone beat you to it.
Yeah. Sammy, what's good? Sammy Slater, who you can find here for Baddie Behavior, first Thursdays of every month. Should be here in 2 weeks. I'm assuming next week will be Soul Tales.
Yeah.
Big Chinese. Okay, I got you. But yeah, so I took the L. What was y'all experience like this morning? Even though you took the L, did you have faith that you were going to walk away with a shoe?
I never have faith, bro. The sneakers app? Come on, man. Come on, man. There's a greater chance that my calves are going to grow and all of a sudden I'm going to be average height. Like, nah.
I mean, listen, we've talked about this before. We've sat on here and said, listen, we need the shoe guys to look out on this one. That didn't happen.
No.
But it's like one of those things where it's like we take this L for what, right? What else is we still have 2 other drops for KD that we're looking for, or 4 or 3 actually, because they just said that they will drop.
I told you all the grills that you want are dropping this year. All 80 grills of this year.
But yeah, I mean, call it what it is. Like, did I have hope? Sure, just a little bit, not a lot in the sneaker app, but just that there was, these new age motherfuckers wasn't going to be trying to get these shoes that they know shit about. They don't know anything about the KD4. So
between those and the Deons last week,
oh shit,
nobody under 35 should be purchasing those Deons. You have no idea who Deion Sanders is as a player, and especially with the face, the OGs with the face in the air bubble at the bottom of the shoe. You have no reason of purchasing those shoes if you're under 35.
That's all facts. That is all facts. That shit is wild. Hey, but listen, real quick, shout out to the TJ for hitting us up in the chat, telling us that the downtown locker room was gonna have, like, you could tell the people who really was out here looking for them shoes was definitely looking out for each other to be like, hey, just in case, because I definitely went on that shit last night because our money, he'll say when the Barclays came out, they came out a day or 2 before they dropped on sneaker app.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Shout out to TJ, who will be here next week as we do Soul Tales. And then CB, have we confirmed your boy for next week?
Not 100%, but pretty much. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
It's going to be fun.
So with all that said, and we get to the show, I got something for y'all. We could blame Kendall B for this one. One, so Kendall blamed it on me earlier, which was fine, but then
it's never good.
And I'm gonna revert it back to Kendall on this one. All right, let me find the graphics because here we are. Know what time it is? Let's wrap. All right, now we're going to talk about Mother of the Year. Mother of the Year. That's what we're gonna lead off with. And let's put the little news graphic up. Boom, news. Mother of the Year. Who is Mother of the Year? Well, it's Jennifer Crumbly. Mother of the Year. Now, who's Jennifer Crumbly? If you haven't been following this, so I got my whole thesis typed out here about Jennifer Crumbly. Then we'll get to the fellas in a second. Jennifer Crumbly charged with involuntary manslaughter. She is the mother of the teenager that murdered 4 students in Michigan in November of 2021. How that's I didn't realize it was that long ago. I mean, there's a mass murder at least, a couple times a year, and I just didn't realize that one was in 21. Okay. A day after Thanksgiving, her and her husband, James, bought their son a 9mm SIG. Okay. That Monday, a teacher at the school saw Ethan, that's the son, searching for ammunition on the school's computer. School called, left the mother a voicemail. Next day, a teacher found a drawing of a gun and a person being shot in the head in Ethan's desk. With the message that says, "The thoughts won't stop. Help me." Okay. The school summoned the parents for a meeting, but they declined to bring the son home because they had to go back to work. All right. Later that day, Ethan, that's when he did the shooting. That same day, later in the afternoon. Ethan texted his mother saying that he loved her, which she testified was out of character. The husband heard of the shooting happening at the school, immediately called home and asked the wife, where did she hide the bullets? She says she didn't believe that he would harm anyone, She then texted him an hour later saying, "Don't do it," but said that was for another reason. She thought he was going to kill himself. 3 days later, charges of involuntary manslaughter were announced, and the Crumbleys could not be found. I don't know if y'all remember that. They went on a run. She says they were getting threats via Facebook Messenger and they felt unsafe, so they went to a hotel and later to an art studio owned by a friend in Detroit while they figured out what they were going to do. Remember, they got caught at that art studio by the cops. Other things that came to light was her son had texted her that the house was haunted and he was seeing demons and asked her to text him back. Well, they were able to go through cell phone records to figure out what the parents were doing at that time that he sent that message. They were out riding horses. Ethan was already sentenced. I believe he got sentenced in December, life without parole, as he should. Now, I think the parents are facing up to 15 years. I think that's the max they both could get. Separately is obviously 15 years. Throw the book at them. Give them. Well, we're talking about the mother right now because the father goes on trial, I think, next month. Give it to her. 15 years. Mother of the year. Talk about somebody who completely ignored your son, your kid, and for 4 lives lost, not just her son. Where's the pay? The thoughts on this? Do you remember this? Parents, mother of the year. We'll start with mother of the year.
Dang, bro. I remember us talking about this during our 9 to 5 and just being baffled. You know what I mean? Like, this is the stereotype nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, this is the cookie cutter. This is the how to search on the internet, how to become, you know, like a mass murder terrorist. You know, like, parents don't pay attention, give them the attention that they need, ignore all the signs. I think it's a good idea to let them, you know, play with firearms and all that. I mean, both parents deserve the book being thrown at them, and there's lives lost unnecessarily because of, you know, everybody's inaction in this whole thing, man. And it's just disgusting. Like, yeah, no, I'm over this bitch.
I mean,
give your minor a gun just because he asked for one.
Listen, they couldn't text him back because they was riding horses, or they couldn't do whatever because they was at work. Like, they seem so just out of pocket as far as being parents with their kid, right, that it really wouldn't have mattered. You know what I'm saying? Like, they checked out clearly a long time ago, right? And they figured it's just whatever. But I bet you if we asked the comment section that if anybody in this comment would have said to their parents that they've been talking to other people that ain't really there, what would have the response been for most of our parents? Would have been, they would have packed our shit and like, you gonna go live with somebody else, you know, say talk about shit, you know what I mean? Like, it to joking about it, but it's like, damn, they at least our parents that even wouldn't have taken it serious responded to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild, bro. Like, you know what? It's trash. Like, she's trash. The whole situation is, but it's almost like you can't even fault the kid because like his parents are the ones that really failed him at the end of the day, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But let's not hold him accountable for knowing that he knew what was right and wrong and shooting, you know, people that didn't deserve whatever it was. So.
Yep, absolutely. I think the school should have called the police. So that's a good point too, Dimitri. Is the school did what they were supposed to do, I guess, book wise, right? Call the parents, you know, hold the parents accountable for everything that they've come across with their kid, right? The kid is out here acting up. The kid is doing crazy stuff. There's some signs here, but you know, why didn't they call the police? Why didn't they do more?
Yeah, wouldn't give a shit. You know,
Right. I was gonna say, wouldn't that constitute as a wellness check, like off break, and then to the point where that's automatic, like
yeah,
check the premises to make sure there are no firearms, you know what I'm saying, in the house or something like
yep.
that. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this clearly failed on every side of the house. Like,
Absolutely.
pun
And yeah, CPS definitely should have been called. I mean,
Yeah.
some type of suspend, like I don't even in school suspension, something. I don't know. But hopefully, I don't know when the sentence is going to be, but I'm definitely be watching. Obviously, and then the husband goes to trial next month, so we'll
Like
see
March
how.
5th, something like that.
Yeah, we'll see if there's a open and shut case. If that kid would have looked up some titties, they would have hemmed him. You know what? You're right. You've been looking at porn on a school computer. He would have been suspended. He would have been put out. But the fact that he was looking up bullets, ammunition, that warranted a call home. That's a damn good point. That's a good point.
We're gonna put it back up.
That's a good. I mean, that makes sense, right? Everyone failed, but ultimately it fails to the parents. You're right. It goes to the parents. Starts at home. Even buying his ass a gun,
Bruh.
but we can go into the whole privilege thing because they buying your kid a gun.
When I was his age, bro, it was Nerf or nothing. So, you know, like,
Right. Oh, that Nerf gun looks too real. You're not getting that. Ren, welcome in. Yeah, they definitely made example of, but yeah, this failed out. How you said demons. I'm seeing demons. The house is haunted. Yeah. So I don't know. Just crazy. Just ignore everything. This is that's what they do best. Because it's always my kid would never do nothing like that. It's never your kid until it is your kid, right?
when you talk about people who should never become parents in the first place, like, we don't need these kinds of people procreating.
Mm-hmm. How about that? I got suspended for telling the girl who cut me I was going to cut her back. So, I mean, it's ass backwards. It really is. Let's deal with some more ass backwards things because I want to talk Jordan and Pippen, the 1 and the 2, but not the 1 and 2 you think I'm talking about. I'm talking about Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan. Why are we talking about this? Because I'm tired of talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and we can find another couple to talk about. So we're going to talk about Jordan and Pippen, who was, I guess, the hottest couple, until recently. Where it was weird because we all know Larsa Pippen was married to Scottie Pippen, who was part of the Triangle Offense.
It's not her fucking maiden name. You know what I mean? Like,
just like Pilar Sanders or Nicole Murphy. They all kept their first husband's name and moved. Okay. Larsa Pippen, who again, her husband was part of the Triangle Offense with Marcus's father, Michael Jordan, started dating. Well, first of all, Larsa had dated a couple other guys too, right? She's kind of kept her nose around the NBA, right?
And the music scene.
What'd you say?
And the music scene.
Yeah, she's been around. So it was rumored that she was dating Marcus because you saw them at the beach and then like restaurants, and then all of a sudden it was confirmed that they were dating. And next thing you know, that they were engaged. It was like it moved like 100 miles an hour. It moved like 100 miles an hour. So the TMZ reported that over about a week ago, the couple put their relationship on pause while they worked through a bump in the road. Right? And then over that weekend, Larsa decided to call it quits. And then there's some story of reconciliation. Then there's some story that the reconciliation is not happening, that they have both moved on. Now, we don't have to spend much time here, but when this broke, right, when we knew they were dating, how...
Sean.
She's the bump, right? Okay. All right. So look, how weird was that though when we reported they were dating, right? Because the ex-husband and the father, right, knowing that their rocky relationship, and this is gonna make it even worse. So, thoughts on the Marcus and Larsa situation? Did you think there was gonna find marital bliss? Did you think it was just the hottest thing at the time? I mean, their flame kind of faded because of the NFL guy and his singer girlfriend as of late. So
Nah, I mean, I didn't pay too much attention to it other than hopefully that around the time the trophy rooms dropped that he was either happy, but now in this case, like he may drop extra pair or he may just, I don't know, put out a broken
Backdoor
heart
all of
edition.
them.
Put out a broken heart edition of some trophy rooms, you dig? Like, I don't know. This shit was weird to begin with, and we all know that. I think somebody asked MJ about the shit, and he was just like, he wasn't fucking with it. So, truth be told, like, didn't nobody really looked at this shit like it was gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely one of those. This was that movie that be on Tubi that the dude bought his way to this, and for a year, can't holla at can't buy me love. That's what it looked like.
got you. Okay. CB.
I mean, this was like a social media made for the tabloids
Brit
type,
B.
relationship. Like, we were only watching for the end. If like, there was nothing deeper than that. We all thought that it was kind of weird on both sides. And yeah, I never ever thought that we would spend multiple minutes on multiple podcasts talking about Larsa Pippen. So there we go.
You're right. Just that kind of falls into my category. I didn't think we'd be spending multiple weeks talking about the NFL guy and his stand-up girlfriend, his role model girlfriend, who was put on the game Jumbotron taking shots. America's sweetheart. Exactly what she is. All right. Here we go. Let's talk about it. I wanted to say my notes before I put it up on the screen. What did the comments say? I mean, living his best life. Exactly. UPN production. Sky grew up to Tony Cuckoo. All right. So where were you February 10th, 2004? It's 20 years ago. 20 years ago when Kanye West dropped The College Dropout. Just think about that. Think about how often, I know how often I play College Dropout. I've been playing it from 2004 to 2024. Talk about classics. Talk about this could be in somebody's top 10 classic albums of all times. It could be. Soul Sounds brought back to life by Kanye through his production, but definitely through this album for sure. I remember when the Through the Wire video dropped and we were like, what is that? Like, I hadn't really paid attention to Ye. TJ was good, bro. I hadn't paid attention to Ye as much. I knew some of the production, but hadn't really paid attention to Ye as much. Jen Glenn, good to see. But then that Through the Wire video played on MTV2 first. Like, he hadn't made it to MTV1. He was on MTV2. And then, like, you saw the pink polos, the backpack. Like, he had this whole rollout thing, right? And this is before we got confirmation through that documentary Genius that came out that he purposely did all of this rollout. But we saw, it's like, this guy is different. So I know what Through the Wire did for me because it just documented everything. But then I remember driving home one day and I heard slow jams on the radio. Slow jams changed everything for me when it came to Kanye West because I had never heard a record like that before. I didn't even know who it was. At first, like I thought it was like Genuine on the track. Had no idea. It's like, is this Genuine? Who is it? Kanye West, Twista, Jamie Foxx. No idea. And that song like played over and over and over again. Like, yeah, this is solidifying this guy and this album that we need to get. So 20 years ago, College Dropout. Let's talk about. I remember I think I got it from Target. Just 2004. I was working the law firm. Yeah, I think that was a Target early Tuesday morning pickup for me. So College Dropout thoughts. Where does this fall at in Kanye's catalog of music for you? What rank is this?
That's a tough question. Yeah, that's a tough question. I will say this is definitely a classic. Two favorite songs, Spaceship and Never Let You Down. Those are just the go-tos. Yeah, I mean, this is that type of work that you can listen to, and it doesn't matter what era, what year. This can be played another 10 years from now, and you can still reference the tracks that are definitely on there. Family Business for sure too, because we all know everybody got that one auntie that we don't eat the food that she brings to the functions. But anyway, for sure, like I can't answer that where it's ranked just because, like I said, this would definitely be number like 1A, and then there's like a 1B because Late Registration was definitely like that. I think a lot of people slept because everybody put up, can he produce another album just as good as that one, especially that being his first album.
And Late Registration sounded nothing like College Dropout.
For sure. And for me, that was really more of the maturity because, again, when he did the track with Game, two different styles of rap that you would have never put together that, you know what I'm saying, that actually went because they every song that they have almost sounds like a classic. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely a single that you can listen to all the time. But for sure, yeah, like we all said, bring back the College Dropout. But even still, like, I mean, he's mature. He's had to mature since that time. But this is definitely one of those shits that you can listen to. Hell, this is a song that I let my niece and nephew listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Real quick, before we go, we were talking about this at work today, just separating Kanye an artist besides the antics that he puts on in front of the camera, right? If you can separate those two, let's still listen to his music, you might want to listen to that Vultures album, because I'm telling y'all that album was shockingly dope. That's Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign who dropped that album finally last week. Vultures. It's leaning on a pretty dope album. It's a dope album. That's what I'm put it. But I want to say, go through the comments. He told Demetri said he told L Boogie when she wouldn't clear the sample, fuck you, when she wouldn't clear the sample and worked around it. You're right, because if you listen to the College Dropout early sessions, there's the version where Lauryn Hill, when he sampled her, and then when she didn't clear it, like you say, then he got Selena Johnson to do it, and the rest is history. Dee says top 10 albums, absolutely. Sammy says I didn't cut my hair all off, now I look like Eve. Did you notice that let's say the post where he's walking through all of his albums, he stopped to look for graduate? Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna tell you before you go, CB, where this lives at for me. This was my favorite, but I think my favorite Kanye West album is Graduation. It's probably Graduation to me is probably top 5 albums. I think that was a lot of people say My Dark Twisted Fantasy was a whole nother level. It was, but Graduation was is definitely my favorite out of all of the projects. CB.
Nah, I was in high school when this album dropped, and
Tell that man to play Friday Night Lights. You're right.
Yeah, for many of us, those were great times, man. And so, yeah, this was a sound. Once we started hearing Through the Wire, and the video, because I saw the video before I heard it on the radio. And it's like, yo, who is this dude? And not really knowing his story, anything like that. It was just real cool. Like, this was an album that, you know, the last couple years of high school, like, it just got a lot of run. Like, that's just was what it was. And so really became a Kanye fan because of the joints on the album. And when you played it earlier on the Green Room, the new workout plan, like, bro, that video, like, everything about it, the song itself is just like, that is my shit. And after we talked about this when the Netflix documentary came out, like, we all just, not that we don't give these albums some run, but we all went back, and it was like, yo, I have to, like, actually listen to this stuff. And I was doing it in order, which I had never done really before. Like, that was never anything I ever planned to do. And it, you know, this was just such a great, really, like, mainstream debut. And then to get the documentary and see a lot of what went into it just made it that much better.
I gotta say this. That's also probably the last time I fell in love with Stacey Dash. But anyway,
right.
So
yes,
that whole video was first person. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How, I mean, the dope concepts, just like Kanye's creativity at that level was something else, right? Something we had never seen before. It was exciting, it was refreshing, and the music spoke for itself. It wasn't none of the antics. And think about the run he went on. So he went on,
breaks.
I was about to, so you went on late registration, no, college dropout, late registration, graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, my secret dark twisted fantasy, and then after that was Watch the Throne, right? Watch the Throne ran right after that, and then after Watch the Throne was the one with the orange cover on it, and it had Real Friends, and it had No More Parties in LA.
That was like the Spanish name.
It had Wolves on it too. Yeah. So that album. So, but he was on a good run. He was on a good run, and it'll come back to me. I didn't even think about because it was an acronym, right?
The Life of Pablo.
Life of Pablo. That's what it was. That's what Life of Pablo.
I wasn't too far off, yo.
Yes.
LOT
and then Yeezus.
Watch the Throne. Yeezus. Yeezus was okay. Yeezus was okay. I mean, I had to see Yeezus live for me to understand it, and I saw that
college series, bro, was just different. Like, it was just all.
Good run is an understatement. You're right. It is. I'm way underselling the good run because he beat 50 with graduation against Curtis, even though Curtis wasn't, the 50 was on his way out with Curtis. But yeah, and I was telling my coworker today that I saw the Glow in the Dark tour. That's Lupe Fiasco, NERD, Rihanna, Kanye West. That tour alone was probably the best tour or best show I've ever seen. Like, period. Like that show alone was, and he didn't document it. He didn't put it out. I mean, I'm sure he probably has it in the vault, but if you didn't get to see that concert live, it's crazy. I mean, some of the footage is still on YouTube. But yeah, it was a whole movement. 20 years for College Dropout. Samples alone. Like today, I was years old when I realized that Cole took workout plan for workout. And I was like, what?
You never made that?
Because workout plan, it got played, but it was always one of those ones. Workout plan falls in between all those college skits, right? And so, you kind of have to push through to get to. I love Last Call. The narrative of Last Call when he's just talking for 10 minutes. Dope. But shout out to Kanye, 20 years old with College Dropout. I was hoping we get a deluxe with like some unreleased stuff, but who knows? We'll see. We got how many vultures are we getting? I
think it was 4 or 5.
Okay, yeah, I know we're getting a few of those. All right, but what we are about to do now? Okay, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know I know I like the Black History facts. I know I like to spotlight little known Black History movements of folks that have done something for the culture. And we're not talking about your Harriet Tubmans. We're not talking about your Martin Luther Kings. We're not, this is what we're going to talk about here. So let's start with Tawanda Davis. Bittersweet with John Mayer that did not make late registration. I don't know why. That's on the Euro version, the Euro cut back when they had Euro versions. Here we go. Leading off with the ladies. So Tawanda Davis. Now, how did she pioneer Black History Month, or what did she do for the culture? Well, Tawanda Davis is the first person to use hair gel to create baby hair all over her head. Shout out to Tawanda Davis. Where's the applause? Yes. First person to use hair gel to create baby hair all over her head. Tawanda Davis.
That's who we should be mad at for all these baby hairs that's now like in the eyebrows and on the sideburns.
Tawanda Davis, she started the movement. All right. Who else should we be celebrating this month? We are going to celebrate Justice Big Daddy Wilkerson. Justice Big Daddy Wilkerson. Now, what is Justice Big Daddy Wilkerson for? What movement did he start? Well, Justice Big Daddy Wilkerson is the first person to tell somebody they put their foot into something. Girl, you put your foot in this potato salad. Girl, you done put your foot in them collard greens. Girl, you done put Justice Big Daddy Wilkerson. Shout out to you. First person to tell somebody they didn't put their foot into something. Okay. Next one. Oh, this is a good one. I can see Dimitri and I can see Dee Dee and maybe my brother E. Rich. This one right here. So Jonathan Little Johnny Porter. Jonathan Little Johnny Porter. Now, why are we celebrating Jonathan Little Johnny Porter during Black History Month? Well, he was the first to tell a woman he drank her bath water. Jonathan Little Johnny Porter. First brother to tell a woman he drank her bath water. And those are your Black History facts for this week. All right. Look, it's a lot of shenanigans going here. Where do we go to next? This is what we're gonna do. Before we get to our show, let me tell you who else is a pioneer. If you didn't see last week's show, let's talk about the DC Shy Pie, the official pizza of the We Are Something Else podcast, which our brother Grant Thompson was here last week, and he told y'all that he ships all over the country. So if you want to get your hands on some DC Shy Pie this weekend or next weekend, use the code WRSE10. And let's just look at that real quick. Let y'all salivate over these pies real quick. You got your steak and cheese, which Grant dropped the steak and cheese off at the job. Remember that, CB?
Yeah.
You got your salmon pesto. You got your sausage and pepperoni or your regular cheese. But then, look, if you're not into deep dish and you want a flat, well, first of all, you got to drop the bomb bread pudding right there. But then he's got the Georgetown, which is a gyro pizza. Yes, a gyro pizza. Some people say gyro. Some people say gyro, but it's a gyro pizza. Then he also has the Big Chair. The Big Chair is the fried chicken and mambo sauce pizza. So shout out to DC Champagne. Save 10% this weekend. Use our WRSE 10 code and have fun. Yo.
Hey, shout out to Jig Glenn for answering for last week, bro, about the pizza. I mean, not the pizza, but the spaghetti and
spaghetti.
Listen, man, that got some people going. Listen, I understand. You know what I mean? It's different things out here. Listen, before we go, I just want to say, because I got to represent for the coast. Everybody needs to go to Netflix and watch that Vince Staples. So definitely need to go catch that. You dig? you got to give the fellow West Coaster some love out there. You know, he's hilarious in his own right. The fact that he's a rapper just is weird to me because he should be a comedian, but you know, it is what it is.
He's entertaining
for sure. Okay, listen. I mean, do we? Okay, listen. We know what it is. We know what yesterday was. We know what the day before yesterday was, and we know what today is. Today is the one where, listen, if you didn't get a call yesterday, if you wasn't out, today you might have got a call, or today you might got a pin drop for you to show up at a certain location. But you know, this one really is for the fellas out here. This is directed to the fellas, and this is why, if you will, this works into this whole segment right now. For Is It Just E? Fellas, she ain't that into you if she tell you to come over the crib and this is what she serves you for either Valentine's Day or the nigga after day or whatever the case may be. If this is what you get right here, just know that she is not into you. She definitely doesn't fuck with you at all. And the simple fact that this is what she decides to give you, know that you weren't the first pick, and that's why you got called the day after. Ladies, I'll even say if the nigga called you and you know that you go over his house the second day and that's what he serves up for you, then you kind of know what placement you are in that situation. That ain't no sneaky league. But you know, we got to be honest with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, there's some ladies out there that be posting pictures of them, you know, making dinner, and that's what they showing. The fact that they still using styrofoam plates and the ingredients, you can tell they just put some box shit together. Is It Just E? Is rough out here, and if you getting served this,
that don't even look like box shit. That just looks like he said hamburger helper, but yeah, help her right there, bro. Yeah, right there. Help her, because if this is what look, so let's be honest. If you getting on the 13th and the 15th, it ain't about romance or the meal. If we linking up on the 13th for the 15th, it is what it is. If this is what you serving up, as soon as you turn your back, close your eyes, I'm gonna put it in the trash, and then we can get to work. we can get to work. And them rolls, like, I mean,
they got pox, bro. What?
Listen. This, you know what's bad about this? Is when she served this to you, her eyelashes were sitting right next to the on right next to you while she handed you this plate. So understand, this is exactly what you get. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. This is the equivalent to that house that Clay will be talking about when the chick got the roaches, you know, in the house.
You know what I say about them chicks that got roaches? I'm not gonna say it right now, but y'all know what I say about them chicks that get roaches.
Hey, listen. Have y'all ever got served a plate like this? First of all, let's just call it that.
Thank God, no.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I'm trying to think about it back in my teenage years. Nah, I mean, even when I was a teen, I think they could cook a little better than this.
The biscuits look like they were like they got pox, bro. Like they went through the Black Plague or some shit. Like, what is that?
She said, "Happy Valentine's." She put the M. He or she put the M in the Valentine's. Happy Valentine's. Yeah, bro. First of all, I don't know how that plate stayed together.
I'm not asking for food if I'm going over there, bro.
How does that plate stay together?
She, you know, for sure, it's like two different plates underneath there. You know what I'm saying? And you got the little kids cup with the Kool-Aid in there, because you know. So I mean, listen, you
can't put in the microwave. You know that like they're supposed to last for fucking ever. Like that, it's not.
Yeah, if you getting served that, she definitely got 3 kids. She got to put to bed first when you come over.
Those are leftovers.
Those are left. This is what they did eat.
Damn!
Man, yeah. All right, CB. I think it's I think it just might be your turn.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
The soul.
I hadn't dropped that one in a while. All right, CB. While it lasts, because we're gonna do a name change shortly. What we got for that copper drop?
So these were recently announced, and these actually dropped recently. There was a shock drop, but the Air Jordan 4 Reimagine, and yeah, these are a different take on a classic silhouette. They're different materials. It's leather up top. I know that there are some homies that maybe on this podcast and maybe in the chat that did go for these when the shock drop happened. But I don't recall any of us being successful. But how are y'all feeling about these? The price point was over 200 off the top. I do not remember exactly what it was.
Like 220, right?
Yeah.
I think 215.
I think it was around there. Which I don't remember them being that expensive when we were kids, but hey, well, it is what it is. How are you feeling about these? For me, I need to see these in person because I'm not really a fan of just the way that the leather looks. But how are y'all feeling, especially for the $200 plus price point? Like, these are not a must cop for me. I'd much rather have a pair of the OGs.
Yeah, from a distance I wanted them, maybe still do, but that price point was a little taxing for these when I could have easily put that money towards something else. I definitely want to see them on somebody's foot for it to be all leather. Like I said, the OG suede, it just stays the same, but I was hoping that if they did this colorway, we would have gotten a Reimagine.
Yeah.
Where you can kind of mix that in there, but we didn't get the Reimagine. And it looks like we're not, because the next Reimagine is going to be the 3 or the 1.
3.
Okay. The black.
Well, what's coming out first?
Black Toe is Christmas, what I saw, but maybe the 3.
I think the 3s are coming out. When did they say? That's also a recent, drop.
So it's a drop for now. But if I see him lingering around StockX, under the 200 price point, maybe.
The price is the
215.
price, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shirt coming out. Price is the price. With CB throwing dryer sheets on the way soon. Nah, for 215, and it's not the OG. There's other shoes that are out there that kind of meet that price point that I probably would pull the trigger on first. Yep. But hey, listen, shout out to the people who still got theirs, because I know I still have my originals, and it's got the cracks all on the side of it, the paint. It just is what it is. There's nothing you can do to avoid that. But hey, it is what it is. But who knows, After taking so many fucking L's, you just end up just buying shit just to see if it's there. You know what I mean?
That's what it is. And I think we're all guilty of it. Is we got our heart set on a sneaker because we know it's getting ready to drop. And when we don't cop it, we end up needing to buy something else to help soothe the loss.
Little side purchase. You know what I mean?
Yep, little side purchase. All right. Let's do some shoe and tell, and then we can get up out of here.
All right. In the interim, that L's after L's. Matter of fact, February sucked so far as just shoes and taking the dubs. Like nothing's hit for sure. So shoe therapy was needed. If you know what that sign is, then you know what it is. And again, had to be in the collection. Again, we talked about it in the top 5 shoes of the year. As you can tell, they're icy. I haven't even put them on. Definitely got to spray them down. But these are the J with hometown, we call them J Belvedere's, even though they're the J Balvins. But yeah, just a clean shoe. Again, the leather on this is crazy, and I can't wait for the black pair to drop this year because that's going to be crazy.
That's another heartbreak waiting to happen.
For sure.
All right. CB.
So I've been telling the homies how I've been getting into the game of golf, and I'm actually going to be going out tomorrow, playing my first 18 rounds. Took the day off of work, but one of the best parts about now being a golfer is now I get to buy golf shit, and I'm going to do something I haven't done on here before. I'm going to open up something that I got today.
Okay.
I saw the name. Yeah. Okay. Shout out. Black History Month. Everybody needs to go get you one.
Oh, wow. Okay. Did you see it?
Needs to go get you one. Get you a couple.
He gonna play 18 off the break. My man gonna be out there hurt.
Yeah. Eastside Golf Club.
Yo, black owned. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm ready to play now. It's a long sleeve. It's gonna be cold as shit tomorrow, but I'm gonna look good.
There it is.
All right. You got golf shoes to show?
I do, but there's actually another pair on the way, and if I'm gonna show a pair off, it's gonna be those. So I'm gonna wait for those to come in. Yeah.
All right. I too am gonna get into the golf game. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna start with probably three holes or whatever. But I'm gonna get out there. The fellas keep ignoring me.
Like that.
The fellas keep ignoring me about playing golf. I'm serious about going out. I'm gonna play. I got my own clubs, so I'm ready. I'm gonna be ready. The only thing I need to work on is hitting the ball where I want it to go and not just letting it do its own thing. I need to control the ball. But anyways, I'm gonna show sneakers as well too. But I also want to show.
That is incredible, though.
Dimitri. All right, so look, we talk about shoes. We talk about shoes. We talk about taking care of your shoes, wearing your shoes. But what you need crease beasts.
Black on.
Stop the creasing. Look, it's memory foam. Last time I did this, Be Easy said that wasn't a 2-piece he was looking for. Look, memory foam. You put in a little sock, put on your foot, wear it, and then stop your shoes from creasing. So look, real quick.
Dang it, Ren.
Golf definitely. Oh shit. Yeah, shout out to Ren. She an OG at Top Golf. But look, so everybody knows in the group chat, I'm the one that sends the soul links around. Let everybody know the deals that they can get. And they think I got an insight on. I think I got an insight to Soul Links, and I'm getting paid, but I'm not. This is one of my pickups this year. Probably the one of the best cops I got so far. You know what box that is? Obviously. Huh?
He lying.
Definitely on the payroll.
You are on the payroll.
Blue Orchettos. So if y'all know, I got the Sean Witherspoon Orchettos last year. This is all blue pair. All blue pair. It's just dope. Doesn't come any. It comes with alternate laces, but they're still blue. This is 100 and I think they retail for like 130, if that. I got this shoe for $30 on Soul Link. Yeah. So when you see this $30, doesn't even matter what color it is. $30, you got to have it. And so what I'm going to do, what I'm going to wear with that, well, I'm going to wear my For the Soul sweatshirt, obviously, make that go together. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, because the merch is on its way for sure. And I'm wearing the We Are puff print, all that. It's on the way. Stay tuned.
If Kendall's still in the room, Kendall already gave him the instructions not to wear those shits out here at all. So.
Yeah, he was like, leave those at home, but I'm like, yeah, okay, Oh, wait a minute. What'd he say? He's a big op.
You're a big op now.
So speaking of Kendall B, we got to blame this one on Kendall B because there's something that I always do, right? Well, I'm famous for playing it. And then Kendall B got a hold of it. And I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know. There it is.
I feel the rain. 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 It's raining all over me. I'm moist. I'm moist. Call and response, I said I'm moist. I'm moist. Good God, I'm moist. I'm moist. Yes, I am. Rain all over me. I'm saturated. I'm saturated. I'm saturated. I'm saturated. I'm saturated. I'm saturated. Yes, I am. I'm saturated. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm damp. I'm damp. I'm damp. I'm damp. Lord, I'm damp. I'm damp. Oh Lord, damp. I'm damp. I'm even wet. Wet. Wet all over for you, Lord. Wet. Lord, I'm wet. Wet. Will you open the floodgates? Sing! Open the
Who knew there was a wet verse? And
There was an extended version.
What they say, Kendall B says on the show, 12 inches. That's the 12-inch version. That's the.
Yikes.
Look, you got it. Look. So if you want to know what that joke is all about, follow the Kendall B Morning Show on Station Head, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 a.m. Pacific Time. Hop on Kendall B Show, and you get to you understand what the 12 inches is all about and what it has to do with Jen Glenn. So
listen, are we gonna gloss over the fact that he just walked off the way he did when he was done? Like he just started to
oh man. Yeah. It's always a good time. Always a good time. So let's do some programming notes real quick. So again, if you just missed it, Kendall B Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Chime in on Station Head, have a good fun, and you'll understand where those little jokes come from. Tomorrow, typically you'll have me at 12:05ish doing We Are Something Else Presents the Abstract, but I am on assignment tomorrow. I will not be around. So our money bags. See, our money bags will be doing the abstract for me tomorrow. But if you want to know what I am up to, pay attention closely to my social media tomorrow because everything will be revealed and what assignment I will be on tomorrow. Looking forward to it. And then again, Monday through Friday as well, you got Silent Work Pop Up with Blue. Then there's Rollinism with his show around 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, 12:30 Pacific. I think that's what it is. I was going to write this down. Poppy Dough is Tuesdays at 9 p.m. You got the Cousin Crew Conversations on YouTube, 9 p.m. Pervy Playlist, 10:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all this stuff. Yeah, just have some fun. Go support your creators. Next week, Soul Tales. We Are Something Else presents Soul Tales. TJ will be joining the crew next week as we talk sneakers, as we talk sneaker news. Soul Tales is me, CBE Rich, Cardo. We got Be Easy, Our Money Bags, and then a lot of stuff in store. But I want to thank, as we are at our hour mark, we thank everybody for being here. Always, the support is amazing. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff if you haven't already. Gentry on Thursdays, on assignment. Top bun redone.
Hey, listen, this merch is going. This We Are Something Else merch is definitely going to be dropping soon. Everybody in the chat and the comment, we appreciate y'all. Y'all definitely, you know what I'm saying. We got some stuff working, and you see, we're displaying it. We wearing it. We not just telling you about it. We gonna wear this shit, right? Because that's what it's about.
For sure. TJ, did you win the sneakers? I don't even know if I saw your response. Did you get the KDs today? Real quick before we go.
I thought everybody took the L, but
Maybe everybody did take the L. The bots was botting today.
I just want to know how many pairs they're producing, because like when we were talking about it on Soul Tales, we're talking about how, like, you know, no one should really be going for these besides us. So how many pairs did they make?
You're gonna merch from Chinatown.
It'll be there.
It's gonna be me selling it, bro.
And those who are going to the bonfire this weekend, be safe. Y'all know where the bonfire is taking place at. Be safe. Yeah. So that's it. That's all we got. Support everybody. Support all your creators. That's all I got. We got to cue this last sound up. It's this right here.
Follow us on YouTube at WRSC Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe.